I'm just wasting my own time because I gotta make more of an effort to do myself. Okay, so who's on at this Ooh, sweetheart Natalie's looking to snack. Yes, she is. Okay, what else? I gotta see her again. I'm shooting. Taste.
Real succulent. Now I could do better with that, but yes, she looking like a real snack. Doing that Tifa cosplay, I gotta save myself. Well, close this door. What the hell? This little sock is trying to jam me out. I ain't having it. So 210.6. Is that? I don't trust myself. Let me head to the saloon and confirm, because, well, I got something to brag about. I will say that much. Let me just brag and flex a little bit. I can finally do the shrines properly in Tactics Ogre. So, all the time that I had to... Okay, so I can trust myself. It's all Ogre now. And I made that reference a while ago on a Discord service, like maybe 5-10 minutes ago. And it just occurred to me that I was making a Shrek pun, but it fits because I'm playing Tactics Ogre. You know, I'm feeling real good about that because Tactics Ogre is a fantastic game, and it deserves me being able to finesse it a little bit. I don't know if that's where I need to go. Okay, Guardian Shrine. To my disappointment, I feel like, you know, one of my favorite categories to look at in DeviantArt is Aerith feat, but one of the artists actually like disappeared. A couple of people I liked retired and then eventually just took down all their work. Tata 26. Asagami recently had his or her account taken down. But, you know, still on Twitter. Feathery Cat had content, but I don't know what happened to her DeviantArt. And she got rid of her Twitter recently too, but I liked her stuff on Like, it's on Tumblr, but even though I have a Tumblr account, I can't, like, use it. I need, like, the app in order to follow her, because it's just that hardcore, her content, apparently, which it's not. So, like, damn, I can't even follow or like her stuff. See, the only reason I made a Tumblr account this time around is because Tumblr's done so much to try to get you to use its resources. Like, you need a Tumblr to do, like, anything on Tumblr now. They need to, like, make some changes to how they conduct their content. Because some of the stuff that they did was to make sure that the R. Kellys would be suppressed, which is a good thing, because even in 2020, it was super R. Kelly dominant, but... there's, like, a better way. Like, the way they went about it is disastrous, and... yeah, they bleed out money every year. 12... Let me check something out real quick. Let me dismiss this. But there was like one artist that did like era feet work that I really liked, because like he got her like foot shape to be like the type that I enjoy, like not the Morton-y kind, but like the soft kind. Like the tapered kind. Each time comes, shows sign. The thing is, I checked some artists that I liked from around the time, because it was like 2020 era. I'm trying to see if maybe my memory is playing a trick on me, because that's what happens when these guys leave platforms or get suspended. You start to think, am I conflating 2 or 3 different artists? I wouldn't see why DeviantArt would get rid of his stuff, because it was like clean, safe for work, just like really pretty, that's all. When time comes, show the sun. Let me head out and head back. I keep acting like this is a two directions style game. Time comes, show the inscription. Okay, well, I put it in the front. I can picture Onizuka struggling with that. Like, I like that part of Onizuka where, like, the student was, like, playing Wild Arms for him, and he was, I guess, forming a bond with him because of that. Like, wow, this guy's really good at this shit. Because that's how I felt like when I was playing some of these games with my pops, man. I was like... It's that Virgin Chad connection thing where... You know, I'm finessing something that he's like... maybe not the best with. You know what? Now I think about it, So this is tricky. Do I want Cecilia to have more speed or Jack? If anything, having her be the fastest or the slowest person would be advantageous. Because what you don't want is like a situation where the heal is like a Hail Mary type thing. That's like one of the reasons why Final Fantasy going ATB as opposed to traditional turn-based was so good. Okay. This feels like that dungeon in Ni no Kuni where I got filtered. Like, I do want him to be fast because he gets the first turn, and that first strike advantage is nasty with it. So supposedly, if I play Tactics Ogre, and where I use summons in Tactics Ogre, it really lowers the difficulty of the game. Now, I am looking forward to trying that then because I do like the feeling of like breaking a game, especially when it feels earned. Like you have to work a little harder to do it. And if I'm going to be doing all these side quests and whatnot, you would best believe that I'm going to try my best to break the hell out of the game. The only other option is to let the game break me, and I ain't really with that shit. Especially because one of my homies who's also been playing that game alongside me, which is such a like book club feeling, because he didn't do the side quests. You know, he got to fight the final boss. You know, no side quests whatsoever. No Palace of the Dead. No shrines. He's straight up said he had a miserable time fighting the final boss because you basically just cheese him. Like, you don't win by giving him a fair fight. You gotta, like, break the game to do it. Which, admittedly, like, any build can beat the final boss. It's more so about busting the game up and exploiting it. So if that's the case, then I'm just gonna have every tool at my disposal anyway. That's actually a really good point. Well, I guess in the realm of tough guy speak. You know me, I gotta like put the dudes over the women, so... Actually, it's not even a thing with me, because when I play Trials of Mana and the Saga games, I did pick the women first. I do hope I can like find out who those like who's the artist who did those feet things. Cause I was checking like everyone I've followed, every corner of DeviantArt, and I follow quite a lot of people nowadays. But that's kind of that on that. Apparently, LeBron beat the Orlando Magic, or the Lakers did, while I was asleep. You know, after taking an L against the Sacramento Kings, it's nice that they were able to win, even though it was like barely. LeBron only dropped like 19. But D'Angelo Russell was going fucking crazy. He was the only guy who was kind of like scoring pretty highly, but I guess he had a lot to prove because everybody's just throwing shade on him. My big thing is, will they have an answer for Jokic and Cootie, I guess. And I guess will they have an answer for Dame and Giannis? Because even though Dame did drop like a low score, No, it's still Dame. I think he like dropped like 8 points or like 5. One of those, Reeves also kind of messed up at one point, which is looking kind of stiff. Okay. I will say this season, a lot of people have been getting shaded, man. Fucking Jordan Poole got filtered a little in his thing against the Celtics, and I guess because he was trying to do like these half lazy looking nonchalant moves, and the bigs were just like messing him up, blocking his shots and whatnot, getting him to brick. I step out like the bomb is gonna do damage to me, but so far this has been like the year of like, you thought you had hope, man. You don't. You thought you can make a change. Nah. Everyone's just so like cynical so far. I guess like the favorite to win is Jokic, but it'd be interesting to see Jokic versus Giannis and Dame. Giannis is one of my faves just because of his personality and the fact that he has that like dunk, drive to the basket style, and Dame has that like gargantuan free. See, it's like, how is it that I made it to the end of Wild Arms last time I didn't realize Rudy was a silent protagonist? That's gotta be crazy, because Jack and Cecilia speak to each other quite often. Okay, so she's just gonna be the do-over girl. This looks like the type of viral math problem you get from Mind Your Decisions, but much easier. So they're just trying to ghost of Christmas past us with this genjutsu and shit. This thing is trying to induce like epilepsy in someone. So yeah, the Inochi life that's being referred to here is effectively, like there is like an environmental message here, but it's not necessarily about deep ecology. It's kind of like the spiritual side of the environment and life, things of that nature. This track is good though. Sounds like something you'd hear like a weather report channel. So, I assume that they're 4 because 4 is like this superstitiously unlucky number. That's what I thought back in the day when I first played this game. See, Mother just has such a Genova vibe. I feel like I might have missed a bunch of items. Okay, so Basque Village. Well, it's Baskar Village, but I'm gonna say Basque because I want to connect it to something European. Even though it has like a Native American motif. I like how Wild Arms 2 and 3 have like these Native American type party members. Man, I love Wild Arms 3. Such a good game. And if I play it, I don't have to do any of the ridiculous platinum stuff. Cause yeah, the last time I played Wild Arms 3 was 2021 just to get the last 3 trophies for the plat. Agile. Crest graph, very important. Huron. It almost sounds like Koron. Okay, let's see what you got on you. Okay, you're telling me I'm broke? That's cool. See my blade. There's no item synthesis, so So Black Lives Matter. I believe they were called a Beskar. And Wild Arms free as well. I feel like I just pawned everything I owned in that last exchange. Autopolite. I could have kept that. But you can't leave what? You know what? Yeah, I'll take a bit of a nap. It's a fat ass dog. So far the game is telling us that we ain't really cut out for pretty much the task at hand. The demons will just fuck us up. Enigma. Let me try it again. I remember back when ER used to make like crappy videos, he would get annoyed by the environmental storytelling. But then again, it was like Legend of Korra, which Westerners kind of fuck up with the environmental storytelling because they don't understand the concept of Inochi. Like the more spiritual side of it. Instead, it's like this fake spiritual allegorical thing that doesn't really work. Or like a watered down version of it. So you can have actually larger groups. Than just free, because I asked that question yesterday and I guess this is the answer to that. Although I wonder if you can have more than 3 enemy types. Okay, I'm getting lucky cards. The more of those I can use, the better to grind up later on in this game. I guess that was unnecessary. Finish it off. Let's go. I can't be arsed to figure out what elemental type everyone is. I just love the special effects here. Whoa! I wonder if I accidentally gave the tanking thing to Jack instead of Rudy. I need a heal. Did I get a crit with the spell? What was that? They like this lighter thing. Honestly, it just makes me use Jack more, which, for whatever reason, my brain, I guess because Jack is center aligned, and oftentimes I begin the scenario with Jack. It feels like Jack is the main protagonist and Rudy isn't. Especially because Rudy being a silent protagonist, like, it doesn't hit the way some other silent protagonists hit. Like, I didn't even notice Rudy was a silent protagonist because of just how much I guess the writing kind of circles around the fact that he doesn't speak. Like, you won't notice it just by how much they cover up that weakness of silent protagonists, which there's strengths and weaknesses to having a silent protagonist. Put it to the test. You know, I was having my doubts a while ago, but I guess once I go through the shrines, or like the first one, I'll know. I feel like I'll be playing Tactics Ogre again really soon. This is a strategy you can use if you need to get a heal in for Cecilia in time. I got a notification. I wonder who it's from. I see 2 TikTok, 2 IGs. Oh, it's Tyrese Gibson's crying ass. Congratulations! Oh my God. Head ass. Oh. I say that, but you know, his crying meme is so versatile. What? Yo, Tyrese. Whose man's is this? Okay, I sent the notifications to silent. This is why I hate doing phone calls, because when I don't have my headphones on, my phone should be silent. So it's Halloween today. It's gonna be the last stream of October. On the last day of October. I'm thinking I should probably download the videos from my YouTube channel that like I don't know the. I haven't like logged into that email in ages. Just in case it gets nuked. But apparently, like, it doesn't apply to emails that have a YouTube channel, so I guess it's for, like, throwaway emails people do for ban evasions. That's probably what it is. The other day I was thinking, man, what if I was playing this game until December, like Tactics Ogre. Just dreading the idea of that. Being in abject misery over that idea. Okay, perfectly executed. 2 heat cells. Might be worthwhile to keep some armor just for those properties. You mean to tell me that whole thing was a random encounter? So I was shooting myself in the foot, not having those on. You know what, let me not hold back, because I can just put a clip on it. Okay, now I'll know to use the capiche. Well, I'll toss in another spell. I'm glad this is my blanket, not his, because otherwise I'd be like, oh, I gotta apologize. Good thing Jack Stein isn't here, otherwise he'd be shitting himself. Although it's so low poly that shouldn't be too big of a deal. What's that meme hairstyle that you got? Anyway, I'm going to hit you with this. I use the capiche to figure out what your weakness is. Probably isn't that. Okay, that did much more damage, and it had like a little bit of a flash. I like that visual effect of just Those bullets coming through. I'm gonna hit you with arrow. Don't die too early now. Denby. Okay, this is definitely water-based, so let's see if you like that. No, you didn't. Power to destroy everything. It's kind of playing into what they're saying about us. Maybe we'll need like an exit spell. That might be the next thing I get. Although, like the super old school RPGs would have interesting segments when you're leaving a dungeon. Most notably Final Fantasy II. That's where the real surprise comes in. If I recall, the fire damage did lots of them, so maybe I should stick to fire. That's also pretty good, but... I like how there's a water pattern for their death animation when they become translucent, whereas in Final Fantasy VII it's like a red flash. Okay. Just what I needed. Okay, that's going down. And make it stop. Okay, at least he only stole a potion berry. Actually, no, a potion berry heals for a lot. I might need that come clutch time. So yeah, you gotta go. Like, healing berry, okay, that's superfluous, but I'm about to pull out the Thule. Completely unnecessary, but I am gonna restock on ammo, so. No accelerator? Did I go in circles? I could be going on autopilot and trying to ascend or go down my sight line. Fuck this shit, man. Okay, good. He's dealing a bit more damage. Let's get it high up. Oh, down. Yep, that's the beginning. So even though MediaVision worked on this, it's important to note that Sony gave a lot of money, so Japan's studio needs a lot of love for not just the games that they've developed directly, Ico, Ape Escape, Shadow of the Colossus, Lost Guardian, Legend of Dragoon, but also being like the key benefactors to projects like this. So it sucks that they got dissolved 2 years ago. But you know, that's what happens when Sony tries to act like they're a Western company. This guy's house is slightly bigger than the others. So I guess I'll have to go to the center place. This pizza has been laying out for a day. Should I eat it? It'd be such a dude thing if I did it. Elf Pyramid. Sometimes I like to say Elwu, but that could be the Jade Cocoon story of the Tamamayu player in me. I'll say Elf because I'll Germanicize the W. Furnace hidden in the waterfall. This looks straight out of the Atari. Until you get to the Earth, and then it's like back to being a Super Nintendo game. I feel like I should be heading to like a town instead. Oh, this track. Always associated with Jack. Okay. Wonder if that was like meant to be like a foreshadowment for Rudy, but that could be me looking too deep into it. So these guys probably live in opulence, but there's no other towns for them to trade with. Probably need like people on ships. Yeah, you guys got like an R. Kelly, that's all. Trying to get the upper barrel out of the chest, but yeah, I'm not selling my old stuff anymore. I'm just gonna grind off screen. Won't be that big of a deal though, cause it's not gonna take too many fights. Is it exit or warp in Final Fantasy? I'll just put exit. They got a good thing going on. You know, we just had this equipment for a little bit, and we're already changing it. The turnover for equipment is pretty quick. It has me wondering, like, how much game there is. Like, of course, I could just look at a walkthrough, and memory lane will be, like, jogs, but that's actually really impressive. I mean that endearingly and insultingly, like dismissively. Calamity Jane. Another Dream Chaser. I was trying to recall what the name for that is. Good going, thanks. I got the answer out of you. There you go. Yo, I love that sound effect. I'm trying to like for whatever reason I'm choosing like an odd time signature. And she'd send me straight to hell if she heard me talking. Like, yes, Your Honor, that's him. Hell no, not like a hard ass. I hate those type of dudes. Alright, Sheriff, I'll behave. If I recall correctly, Calamity Jane was like a party member in the remake. Alter Code F. For a while, whenever I heard Alter Code F, I just assumed it was like a spin-off, but no. I had to actually see for myself to realize, oh no, it's a remake. I would like to play it one day. It has Wild Arms freeze combat system, which go ahead, offer me a good time. Threaten me with a good time, I guess. I mean, how long have I been doing this? For like 2 hours? It feels like I've been doing it for longer, but that's because I've also been playing, what do I call it, like Tactics Ogre, like multiple fights. I think I did like 5 fights in Tactics Ogre. Now 2 of them were against like under-leveled motherfuckers. So it wasn't that bad, but I guess I gotta build a tolerance to doing that many fights. Because that is gonna be the reality of my playthrough of Tactics Ogre. I will be doing like these 6-part dungeons and things of that nature. So if I can't stomach stuff like that, then I'm gonna be in trouble. I haven't given like a shrine a test drive. I'm gonna wait until I have like a bunch of resing and healing items before I even think about touching one of those. Okay, so now it's just down to you. I just want to see how much it would improve my stats. Yeah, I just want to dump in a bunch of points at a gun. Like, I can do it with this. I do want to improve the attack power, more so than the bullet capacity and all of that, although it's not going to be that big of a deal because let's say if I'm fighting a boss, then summoning something for its elemental weakness is probably going to be the end game anyway. I'm just gonna fight until I farm enough money. There is a spell to raise the encounter rate for stuff like that. Thankfully, it's only 1 MP cost. I'm glad that they call it HP and MP. They didn't try to do anything fancy with it. You know, I wonder, a lot of these enemies, do they transfer over to the other Wild Arms games? I gotta recall. I don't think they do, because the other Wild Arms games are aesthetically different, and I don't remember a lot of these type of enemies. It's mostly just like endgame super boss tier dudes that I'll see again. Being way too loud. I wonder why Thunder costs so much. Oh. Well, there's my answer. If they all decide to hit Jack, it's over. Let me switch out a little bit. So, a couple things you need to know about this game. This is not going to be a game where you're going to just power level. Regular enemies don't really give out EXP like that, to where you can just reach like ridiculously high levels. Like, you can probably gain like a level or two, no problem, but 3 or 4 if you're being extra reckless with it. Although that's kind of the extent of what you'll be able to do. Endgame levels, the experience ceiling goes really high. I remember when I would do like the super boss encounters, I would actually like shot myself in the foot multiple times because I would do it from like these crappy levels to where the fight looks pretty different, pretty chaotic, and it ends up really sucking. At high levels, the fights tend to look pretty different at the super boss stage. Although, like, the end game is, like, really easy. The final boss, regardless, once you beat the super boss. Even if you're doing it at those, like, mid-levels where it's just a hellscape of a battle. I don't think I subject myself through that. Just because I don't think it's really worth it. So one more battle and I should be able to cash out. I will say though that like having higher levels in the later Wild Arms games means that you access your toolkit much earlier on, and the early stages of the fights are huge determinant factors in whether or not you'll be able to easily clear through the fights in those games. Here it's just brute force and things of that nature that kind of affect why levels would matter for like the super bosses. He looks like one of those elect-type Pokemon. I think this is enough money, and if it's not enough, I'll just sell something. We're still at the point where, like, in my first playthrough, I was deep in limerence with this game. I started to fall out of love with the game a little bit once I got the vehicles, because world map traversal is not as pleasant here as it might be in, like, a Final Fantasy game. Partially because of how world maps work. In Final Fantasy games, it's easy to travel around well, with like 6 onwards. Because maps read like faces, but here they just look fucked up. It'd be nice if I can get that up, but it's not actually that necessary at this stage of the game. So yeah, I got all my bullets and whatnot. Let me think, should I wrap it up here? No, at the 2-hour mark, that's a pretty late session. I tell you what, I'll do one more dungeon. We already decided what kind of like Thanksgiving we're gonna have. We're gonna have like a KFC style Thanksgiving, so maybe my main chick will love that or hate that because she works at KFC. One of the big criticisms of this game is that fights are basically just hit the enemy twice and they die. I would take that. Because right now they're starting to bite back and I'm thinking, I preferred when they were kind of just samey. Because now I'm doing like all these like crowd control AoE spells and... You know, it's nice to mix up my kit a little bit, but come on. I was thinking he was gonna jump for Jack again, like damn. I'm fucked. Let's see. You know, even though Chick-fil-A kind of turned me down for my job application, I'm still gonna pull up to Chick-fil-A and like ball out. I might just make some mukbang money out of them instead. Just be on IG. No, the dungeons are actually pretty short here. I say that though, assuming that the worst is over. Gotos are pretty useful accessories. Just, oh, that's another thing I forgot. You can actually re-equip characters mid-battle. That would be so awesome to have in a Kiseki game, but over here it's also pretty useful for dealing with some of the Hellscape-ass super bosses. Gotos are effectively like the proxy puppets in the Kiseki series. And I guess that's probably why you can't change equipment mid-battle, is because of the proxy puppets. To which I can say there is like a workaround, just don't have it so you can restock up on proxies. Or if you can, like the rezzing property is like cancelled out for the new proxy, but like, you know, for once per battle type thing. Because for status resistance, it's shameful that, you know, you can't really use one of them joints. Oh wow, the atmosphere here is amazing. So we're just going after their Fraction or lieutenants. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to his health. Well, you can't select him. Oh, never mind, you can. I wonder how that's decided then. I guess they operate on a different rule set. So your magic defense is super tanky. So in a way she is a tank, but just not the same way as everyone else. May pay attention to okay, so it's weaker. No, it's air based, so let me hit you with this as opposed to like earth. That's not gonna reach you. Okay, earth is probably it. Maybe that's because it boosts like your magic defense. Well, I'll test it out right now. Earth was probably the move to make. A high roll could probably kill Cecilia. Good. We got 2,000 Gela, I think. Alright, cool. Does that Okage Shadow King sound effect when an enemy dies and drops loot? So she's motivated by the same things Cloud was motivated by in the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. The bread don't mean shit to me. Okay, let's see. So we're going to make it back. Well, I'm gonna get all the items that were posted up. Wonder if the gun shop will have stuff. Season all this. This reminds me of when The Purge was like a popular film and people asked, what would you do if The Purge was real? I said I'd smoke some weed in front of a police officer's face, and the woman said, yeah, but that officer would probably kill you and take your weed. Which is her projecting, of course, because that's what she'd do if she was a police officer. This was like... lady's whole personality was weed. Like a Rabia. That little dog is dead. We took its bone. We really ain't shit though. We took its Scooby-Doo fruit snacks basically. So a duplicator is in there. You know, I should have probably turned around, went back here, spent some of my money. Improve my guns, at least my first gun. Or maybe my second gun to round it out to the first, but this wasn't it. How would I even go about this? Hold on. I already went there, so let me just enjoy another night. Yeah, so we're effectively still in the single digits. I'm kind of glad about that. Well, this is not a game that I think should necessarily take 5 million years to get through. Like, I should be able to just cleave through it. Fast draw, Mystic suddenly. I should be able to get through the Mystic trophy pretty quickly. No, fast draw. Let's see. Oh, I don't know when I get that. Let's see. Steal 20 items using Trickster. I don't know when I can steal, but once I can, I'll probably grind that trophy on stream, but if I do it off screen, it's no big deal. Some of these trophies just don't make sense to me. I mean, they're basically story related, but just the order in which they're done, it's pretty weird. I guess like they have like the super bosses, and then they have just like some side quest related boss fights. All of this is like main story right here. So there's one that I've already achieved, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 7 like story related quests that I haven't achieved yet. Like 4 optional quests that involve like optional bosses, I guess. 3 like super boss encounters. And then the rest is like the miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, usually when I look at a trophy list, I can kind of form the structure of the game in my head. I'd have to be playing a Saga game for myself to like look at the structure of the trophy list and not understand the structure I'll be playing the game with. That's usually a fallacy. Right. Because a good trophy list kind of informs you on how you'll go about the game anyway. This has been your boy, Mr. Wonka7. Thank you guys for watching, and suck my dick.